What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. In this video we're going to be going over the top 10 best mods for a 370Z that's under $100. Now I've been waiting to make this video because I wanted to get a few of the mods onto my car before I actually made this video. So now I do have most of the mods on here. There are like 2 or 3 mods on this list that I don't have, and there's a reason for that, and I'll get to that when I get to them. But yeah, we're going to go over the top 10 best mods for this car under $100. Now most of these mods are going to be purely cosmetic mods because there's not really any mechanical or power mods you can do for under $100 on this car. But yeah, these are still going to be pretty cool mods that add a nice little touch to the car and make it look a lot nicer. So let's get right into the list. The first mod we're going to talk about is going to be the 4th brake light on the 370Z. So when you buy the car, the 3 brake lights that are originally are obviously the 2 side ones and this one. And down here is literally just a blank red square that has no lighting at all. So what you can do is buy this brake mod. I believe it was around $80 on Z1 Motorsports. And yeah, it's a pretty cool mod. I'll add some clips in right now of how it looks at night. So yeah, not only is it a brake light, but it's also a reverse light in the center. And they also offer 3 different options. You can get all red, all blacked out, or the half and half, which is what I did. So it has the red outer area and then the blacked out center, which is what I prefer. But yeah, it's a really cool mod. Adds a nice touch at night, especially when you have all 4 brake lights pressed. It's really cool. So this next mod is actually going to be the mod that I just installed on my previous video. So if you haven't watched that, go watch that already. I'll put a link up there right now. But yeah, this mod is going to be the Morimoto XB LED side markers. So they replace the stock side markers, which is kind of has an aluminum border, and the background is what lights up. And on this new Morimoto side marker, it's kind of blacked out, and it also has a different lighting pattern, which is the Z. Let me take out my keys, and boom, as you can see, the Z is what lights up, which is really sick. Yeah, these were about, I want to say $82 on Z1 Motorsports, so it's not too bad. It has a nice touch. And if you're going for like the blacked out kind of look, not blacked out, but I'm not really a fan of this aluminum look, and which is why I have some carbon fiber door handles coming pretty soon as well. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the aluminum color, so if you're like me and you kind of like the blacked out, this is a cool mod to add to your car. The next mod we're going to be talking about is going to be these somewhat like carbon fiber looking Z emblems. So this replaces the generic Nissan brand emblems with these nice blacked out Z emblems with the carbon fiber kind of background. It looks really sick. Like I said, it adds to my blacked out kind of theme. But yeah, I forgot the website I got these from, but I'll have everything linked in the description. So yeah, you can find those down below. And it was a little pricey, to be honest, for just emblems. They were $40 for the front, and no, $40 for the front and then $40 for the rear, so $80 total. But yeah, I think they look really sick. So yeah, it's just blacked out with the carbon back. Sorry for the dirty car, I haven't washed in a while. But yeah, so that's another mod right there. So next one I want to talk about is going to be this tow hook, and this is just a generic tow hook. This is not an actual real tow hook, which is why it's in this list, because the real tow hooks are over $100 for sure. So I wouldn't trust this actually towing my car, but it is a really sick mod. I think it just looks really cool, especially since the red matches with the Nismo trim. But yeah, it's pretty easy. I got it for around $15, I would say, somewhere on eBay. They sell them everywhere pretty much. But yeah, all you do is just take a piece off the bumper right here that's supposed to come off and just screw it in, and I think it looks really sick. Now the next mod is going to be one that I don't have myself personally, and that's because I have the Nismo trim. And what I'm going to be talking about is the mirror caps for your side mirrors. And the reason I don't want it is because because they're blacked out already, and they also have this red line right here, which is I like. But I know they do sell carbon fiber mirror caps and other sort of mirror caps for this car. So I think those are a really cool addition for your car. It makes it look a lot nicer. I just won't be doing it myself just because I already like how these mirror caps look. But yeah, it's a really cool mod that you can for sure get for under $100. The next one's gonna be a little weird because it's not really a mod, but it sort of is, and that's gonna be Plasti Dip. And Plasti Dipping your emblem specifically, you can literally get a Plasti Dip can for like less than 10 bucks, even cheaper than that. But yeah, and what you can do with that is black out your emblems or pretty much change it to any color you like. And I think it adds a really nice touch to the car, especially if it's completely stock. Just blacking out the emblems gives it a kind of unique look and a lot better. Before I had the Z emblem, I blacked out the Nissan badge, I blacked out Nismo badge and the 370 badge, and I also got a red Plasti Dip as well, and Plasti Dip the red Z and the red O. Kind of gives it a nice little contrast and keeps with the theme of the car, the black and red. But yeah, I think it looks really sick, and it could add a lot of character to the car, especially if it's you literally have nothing else to do. It's super cheap mod, literally only like less than 10 bucks and like an hour of work or less. So that pretty much covers all of the exterior mods that we're going to be talking about today. So now we're going to be moving on to the interior, and the first thing I want to talk about is going to be these Nismo seatbelt pads, which I found online, I think on eBay, and they were pretty cheap, like literally less than $20. I'll add the exact price on the screen right now. But yeah, these are pretty sick, especially if you have the Nismo. Even if you don't have the Nismo, you can still rock these. They look really sick. So you literally just, it's a little attachment that you just, like with some Velcro, just sticks onto your seatbelt and just adds a nice little touch. Almost feels like sort of like harness. But yeah, it looks really sick both for the passenger and driver side. The next mod on the interior is going to be this Nissan GTR start stop button. So on the stock 370s, this is kind of replaced with the whitish, clearish start stop button. So yeah, you replace it with the GTR start button. You can find this on Z1 Motorsports for around $48. And on the Nismo theme or trims, you also get this red border. So it kind of plays into that as well, matches with that, as well as all the rest of the red accents on the car. But yeah, adds a nice little touch to the interior. So on to the next mod is going to be this Nismo carbon fiber shift knob that can be found on Z1 Motorsports for $94 specifically. But yeah, this is a really cool shift knob. It replaces your OEM shift knob and literally just a screw on. When I first got the shift knob, I wasn't sure how I felt about it because it's really small. Like if you see my hand, like literally it's really short and pretty skinny, but it's really nice looking actually, and I got the hang of it, and it actually feels a lot nicer. As well, you also see the Nismo lettering right there. This is a genuine Nismo part, so it's obviously going to be high quality, and you get this kind of carbon fiber pattern on the side as well. So the last official mod on this list is going to be one that I actually don't have myself, and that's going to be the shift boot to your shift knob. So the shift boot is just basically this under panel of material that fits underneath your shift knob, just so it allows movement for your shift knob to go everywhere. And the reason I don't want to replace mine is because it has the Nismo is a little different. It has this red trim, which I really like about it, and it's like leather, so no need to replace that. But you can replace these pretty cheaply. You can find them online. They have a whole bunch of different cool designs and materials that you can add to the car. But yeah, they add a really nice touch, especially with the shift knob. Shift knob and shift boot is a really nice combo that adds makes your interior look a lot nicer. So yeah, you can find those pretty cheap anywhere online. I do have one extra like honorable mention mod that I want to include into this video as well, and that's going to be for people with only that don't have the heated seats in the car. Now the Nismo trims don't come with heated seats, so if you're not familiar, basically right here comes with these blank buttons that literally do nothing. So what you could do is, I found this replacement online on eBay pretty cheap, like literally under $20, that essentially replaces the blank buttons that do nothing with a little cubby. So you can kind of fit stuff into there. Like I sometimes put my keys in here, or just little miscellaneous things that don't fit in the, like in case, for example, like you can even fit. It's pretty small, but it's better than nothing. I usually typically put my keys in here, just let it move around. But yeah, it's a nice little storage because you don't get much storage in the car to begin with. So replacing those useless buttons with this little cubby is really cool as well. That's going to conclude the entire list for the top 10 mods you can get for your 370Z under $100. Like I said before, I'm going to include all the links to the mods down below in the description. So if you want to go ahead and buy one of those for yourself, go ahead and check the description. I'll have all the links there. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. These are just my top 10 mods for this car. Pretty cheap and adds a nice touch to the car. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and please leave a like and comment down below, as well as subscribe if you haven't so already. We're creeping up to 500 subscribers, so if we can get there pretty soon, that'd be pretty awesome. But yeah, anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.